We've got news in Texas Ranger land. Big developments in the game today. 2-0 shutout win. 2-0 since the All-Star break. 2-0 against the Cleveland Guardians. And we have a new closer in Texas. Let's talk about it right now here on the Texas Clubhouse. All right, the All-Star break is done. We've had 2 games against the Guardians, and we've got a new closer in Texas. When we got Will Smith, I put out a video, hey, Texas has got its closer for 2023. Believed it then, believe it now. He's had a good season, but we made a trade and we got Aroldis Chapman. I'm not a fan of Aroldis Chapman for a bunch of reasons that we won't go into right now, but on the hill, he is pretty freaking elite. You know, you want proof? He got the first save of his Texas Rangers career today, and he threw the hardest fastball in the history of the Texas Rangers since the StatCast era. I think it was to end the game, 102.5 miles per hour, a sinker to end the game. I'm pretty sure it was to end the game. This guy is elite. He should be the closer. I'm a fan of Will Smith. I'm not a fan of Chapman. That's personal. But results are results. Chapman should be the closer. 2 games since the All-Star break, both against the Cleveland Guardians. 3 1/3 innings. 1 hit, no runs allowed by Will Smith and Aroldis Chapman. That's pretty elite. That's pretty elite. Sabores goes on the DL today. That's a bummer. We bring in John King into the bullpen. Grant Anderson, 4.63. Simeon, Seager, Nathaniel Lowe. I like him. Maybe cover first base, Grant. That'd be nice. But that's a whole other thing. I liked it when he was coming out. He apologized to Nathaniel Lowe. He apologized to Bochy. He apologized to Nathaniel Lowe. They showed it on the broadcast today. I don't know. The kid seems like a nice kid to me. He knew he made a mistake. I bet it won't happen again. No harm, no foul, right? Stuff happens. More of a brain error than a physical error, which, you know, I guess they're easier to fix. Anyway, we've got a new closer in town. And how do you feel about it? Let me know in the comments. Are you excited about Chapman being the closer? Are you excited about Smith being the 8th inning guy? I guess I am. As a fan, as a guy who wants the Rangers to win, as a guy who wants them to make the playoffs and go deep in the playoffs and maybe win a ring, Chapman's the way to go. And I hate saying that because I just don't like him. I don't. The talent, oh my gosh. I mean, who's had a better career? He's elite, but I'm having trouble being a fan of his for various reasons, which you may or may not know. If you follow baseball well, you probably do know. It is what it is. I guess I'll swallow and deal with it. But we have a new closer in Texas, and I think, look, you've got the trade deadline's on the way. What do we want? I'll probably do a whole video about the trade deadline and what trade chips we have and what I think we need to go get. Saw some stuff on Twitter about going out and get Bellinger. Do we need an outfielder? We don't need an outfielder. Do we need an infielder? We don't need an infielder. Do we need a catcher? No, we don't need a catcher. We need arms. I like our pitching staff. I like our bullpen. I like our starting staff. But I also like winning. We've got Justin Foscue. We got Luis Angel Acuna that really don't have a place for in the future, as I see. Again, probably a whole nother video, but they're infielders. Lowe, Simeon, Seager, Young. I don't think any of them are going anywhere. The outfield looks good long-term. Garcia, dare I say Langford, dare I say Evan Carter, not to ignore Leody Taveras and Travis Jankowski and Ezekiel Duran and. So what do we need to add? Where do you want to add? What are you going to change on this roster? You don't want to change the roster big. You want to add an arm or 2 or maybe 3. I think an elite arm and maybe another secondary arm or a third arm to give us some depth in the pen is the way to go. So if the biggest trade chips that I would be willing to give up in that kind of scenario would probably Foscue and Acuna. And could we get an arm or 2 for that? Yeah, we could. Again, whole nother video. But I'm excited about that. So to end the video today, Heaney with the win. Bullpen looks great over the last 2 days. So we win 12-4 yesterday. 12 unanswered after the Guardians scored 4 in the 4th inning. And then 2-0 today. We're actually 14-0 since the 4th inning yesterday. And by the way, the Guardians have one of the elite bullpens in baseball, certainly in the American League, and we're torturing them pretty good. Be interesting to see what happens tomorrow. Do we sweep the Guardians? Are they a playoff team? I don't know. They're about a 500 team. They might win their division. They might not. But that bullpen's elite, and we were taking it to them. So I'm very excited about the second half. I'm very excited about the season. And I guess I'm excited about Chapman being the closer. Let me know how you feel about it. Am I just being negative? As a fan of the team, wanting them to win, this is a good thing. It's Aroldis Chapman. And I watched what happened in New York last year, and whatever. We got a new closer here in the DFW. Let me know what you think. Subscribe, like, share, all those things. Thanks for watching. Have the best day ever. Go Rangers.